Welcome to De la Ferme a la Table. I'm your host and chef, Emma Probasco. My cooking show is all about delicious food, balance, and having fun. Each week, I feature a new recipe that sparks creativity and delights the taste buds. A sure way to have a stress-free time in the kitchen and wow the crowd at your next party. I'll show you how to create everything, from sweet treats like poached pears to homemade pizzas with a twist to cocktails spiced with everything nice. I'm so excited to have you here, and I would love your feedback. What do you want to see me creating in the kitchen? Let me know in the comments and leave a 5-star review for a chance to be featured as the viewer of the week. Without further ado, let's get cooking! Alright, so welcome to today's De la Ferme a la Table, which is my absolute favorite part of my week. And I keep trying to mask the dog's tippy toes. If you can probably hear them, every single time I sit down in this chair, she gets up and walks around. She doesn't move like for a straight 20 minutes, and as soon as I sit down, she's walking around in circles. It's crazy. Anyway, as I promised last week, this week I am doing a Pear Gorgonzola Pizza. Oh my gosh, definitely my favorite pizza of all time. So good. It's pretty straightforward. It's a pizza. I will preface my entire episode with saying I am not Italian and I do not know the proper and perfect way to roll out pizza dough. So I've been making pizza dough or rolling out pizza dough for 10 years now and still don't know the perfect way to do it. So I do the best I can. I get it done, it gets rolled out, it's a pizza, it tastes really good, so that's all there is to it. I want to give you permission in this video to just be okay with not having everything look perfect. If it tastes good, it's good. Here are some tips for getting really awesome pizza dough and making it easier on yourself to get it all into the pizza shape and form. When you first take it out of the fridge, leave it out on the counter for at least 2 hours so that dough can come up to room temperature. It's way easier to work with and the dough tastes way better if it's brought up to room temperature. It takes a little while, so you want to prep in advance. 2 hours should be enough time, depending on the size of the dough ball. And then start by kind of kneading the dough and kind of working at it a little bit and get that like roundish shape. And then there's so many different methods you can do that I found, like YouTubing and stuff. So try a couple of different things and see what works. You know, you can cup your hands like this and you can kind of spread the dough out like that. You can try to roll it out. You can do the fancy thing where you flip it back and forth on your hands after you kind of get it, rolled out a little bit more. You can try throwing it up in the air and being all fancy if you want to, have fun with it. So if you're feeling a little bit cautious and you're thinking about buying a store-bought pre-done crust, I want to please encourage you not to do that. Store-bought crust is fucking disgusting. Like straight up disgusting. I'm sorry. It just is. It's so gross. I cannot stand it. It tastes like cardboard. It tastes fake. And it tastes pre-done. And it's just going to ruin your pizza. So buy a pizza dough ball and just have fun with it. I want you to enjoy this recipe. So today's not a day for going into how amazing it is. It's pizza. It tastes fucking awesome. You're gonna love it. If you like pears, you will love this pizza. End of story. Instead of going into all of the details of how it tastes, I just want to encourage you to have fun. So have fun today, guys. Before you prepare anything for this pizza, place your pizza stone into the oven at 450 degrees and leave it in there until you're ready to put the pizza dough on it. Have fun rolling and stretching out the dough. There's a lot of different techniques you can use. You can cup your hands together and push the dough out. Stretch it out by holding it up and stretching. You can flip it on your hands back and forth, throw it up in the air and be super fancy with it. Just try new things and have fun. It's tricky, but it should be fun. Slice the pears into nice thin slices. You won't need an entire pear for a small personalized pizza, but for a larger pizza you'll want at least one. Now's the time to get your stone out of the oven. Place your dough on the stone and brush it with olive oil and sprinkle some salt on it. Cook the dough for 7 minutes in the 450-degree oven before placing any toppings on it. Brush the dough with some additional olive oil, and now it's time for the toppings. Add mozzarella, gorgonzola, and then layer the pears on top of the cheese. Bake in the 450-degree oven for 10 minutes. The cheese should be nice and oozy, and the pears should be brown. To make a balsamic reduction, bring balsamic vinegar up to a boil, and then reduce to a simmer. Let it simmer until the vinegar has reduced down to almost half. Make sure to keep stirring it because it can burn quickly. To make candied pecans, combine half a cup of brown sugar, some salt and cinnamon, and about 2 tablespoons of water in a pan and dissolve over medium heat. Add in the pecans and cook for an additional couple of minutes. Spread the pecans on parchment paper after they're ready to cool. After your pizza is finished cooking in the oven, it's time to add the delicious balsamic glaze, the candied pecans, and some greens like spinach or kale if you'd like. And for this episode, I've made a special bonus, an exciting and delicious alternative to a traditional pepperoni pizza. Start by preparing the dough in the same way you did for the Pear Gorgonzola Pizza. But then add your favorite tomato sauce or marinara sauce and layer on pepperoni slices. And I added an apple chardonnay sausage that I get at Trader Joe's. It's my absolute favorite. Then add some fresh mozzarella and some shredded cheddar cheese on top of all the meat. Cook in the same way you'd cook the other pizza, 450 degrees, for 10 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out today and watching episode 3 of De la Ferme à la Table, where we were making delicious pizzas from scratch. I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what are your ideas for new recipes. What would you like to see in upcoming episodes? I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Give me some love if you did, and subscribe. See you soon.